Good morning, Year 3. I hope you've had an enjoyable and restful weekend. Welcome to our first reading lesson. Today we're going to switch from setting descriptions to plays and play scripts. So let's first of all ensure that you are ready and prepared to go. The ally for the lesson today is to identify the features of a play script. Now it's just a different type of narrative. It's laid out in a different way, but like poetry, like stories, it's just a different type of narrative. It has a message. The idea is if we read a play, if we watch a play or listen to a play, we need to be able to understand all the things that are happening in the play. So let's first of all have a recap on setting descriptions. So you need to fill in the blank. Choose a word below. Say something in stories. Tell the reader about the place or places stories take place. Number 2, fill in the blank again. We should use, select the word below, words to make our setting description more interesting. So select 1 simple, 2 powerful, 3 weak, or 4 normal. Number 3, fill in the blank again. Setting description is written in 1 columns, 2 paragraphs, 3 lists, or 4 phrases. And the last one, true or false. We should describe what we or the character can see, hear, smell, feel, and do in a setting description. And that's it for the quiz this morning. So let's mark the quiz now. So number 1, you have to fill in the blank, choose 1 character, 2 settings, 3 plot, or 4 climax. So it has to tell stories, in stories, tell the reader about the place or places stories take place. Has to be settings, number 2. Number 2, fill in the blank. We should use powerful words to make our setting description more interesting. So that's number 2. Number 3, setting descriptions is written in paragraphs. Number 2. True or false? It's true. Number 1. How did you do? That was pretty straightforward. Wasn't that complicated? So if you got 4 out of 4, brilliant work. 3 out of 4, it's okay. Anything less, you have work to do. Now we will move on to the spelling test. I didn't put it in on Friday because I really wanted you to focus on the fronted adverbials and the writing and not get distracted by the spelling. So here are your spelling words. You need to apply the spelling rule of using suffixes ing, ed, er, en. And when do you double the consonant? So do you remember the rule? It's got something to do with a vowel, a consonant, and whether or not the final syllable is stressed. That's for a 2-syllable word or more. And then remember our other rule, the 1-1-1 rule. 1 syllable, 1 vowel, 1 consonant. So some of the words here, you can double the consonant and put ing, ed, er, or en. So that will be your spelling test. So we've got flip, paint, refer, eat, plan, visit, propel, exit. Apply the rule, and that will mean you'll know whether or not to double the final consonant or just add the suffix above. Good luck with the spelling test. We're going to now move on to features of a play script. As you can see here, we've got a character list, and a character list is at the beginning of a play or script, or at the beginning of a play script. You'll find a list of all the characters that are in the play. And it just so happens that this play is Alice in Wonderland. Okay, why do you think this is? Why do you think? This helps anyone who wants to perform the play know how many actors they need. Makes sense, doesn't it? That's why you need to have a character list. So the performers know how many actors they need. It's as simple as that. So that's the character list. And sometimes they will have a short description with them, so describing the characters. So Alice, for instance, is the main character. She's a young girl who is lost in Wonderland, has a great imagination. And the Mad Hatter, as the name suggests, he is crazy. He gives out riddles, dresses fashionably, and likes tea. And Hare, a friend of the Mad Hatter, thinks it is always time for afternoon tea, is also mad. And Dormouse, incredibly sleepy friend of the Mad Hatter. So we have 3 friends and 1 young girl, Alice. Having a description of the characters gives the actors a chance to think about how they're going to portray that particular character. Let's move on to the second slide. So we have here scene number, title, and setting description. The scene number here is scene 7, and the title is A Mad Tea Party. And then there's a short description, setting description. The Mad Hatter, Dormouse, and Hare are sitting at a table having afternoon tea. So the scene number is a bit like chapters in a book. The sections of a script are broken down into scenes. A new scene usually means a new setting. So the play will take place in different settings, which is quite normal. And just after the scene number and title is a short description of the setting. This tells you what the stage looks like. The next feature that you need to be aware of is the speaker name or character and a colon and dialogue. What does that really mean? Well, in a script, the name of the character who is speaking goes on the left. So their name will go down first, essentially. Secondly, a colon, those 2 dots, always come after the name. And then finally, after the colon is the dialogue. Dialogue is what people say. Okay, it's the words the character says. So that's very simple to follow. And this character here does not look terribly happy, especially when you look at the words that she's saying. Guards, get her! Off with her head! Off with her head! Doesn't sound to be a very friendly character. Let's move to how is this different to writing speech and story? What do you notice here? Someone's talking. What's missing? Yes, you're right. If it was in a normal story, in a book, there would be inverted commas or speech marks. And in a play script, there are no speech marks or inverted commas. Just the words the character actually speaks. And then another feature of a play script is stage directions. For instance, words in brackets are stage directions. These are instructions to the actors so they know what their characters should be doing. So White Rabbit, for instance, needs to know anxiously whilst racing across the stage. So they have to look nervous, anxious. That's part of their character. And that's a direction to say, well, this is how the character's behaving, this is how they're feeling. That's what you need to portray when you're on stage. And of course, the rabbit's saying, I'm late, I'm late. And by saying that with the exclamations at the mark, obviously the rabbit's a bit concerned that they are running late. And then the second character, Alice, has the stage directions confused. So Alice has to take on that character and portray being confused. So, a talking rabbit? It can't be. Of course, I imagine Alice has never ever seen a talking animal, let alone a talking rabbit. So sometimes they tell the actor how to say their words. So Alice needs to know what emotional state the character is in. So confused in brackets gives her a very clear idea of how she needs to act and show the emotion of that particular character. Now the actors don't say the stage directions. Obviously Alice does not walk on the stage and goes confused and then say her lines. She has that as what we call a cue. Alice knows she has to portray looking and acting confused. Right, and then there are stage directions and narrators. So a narrator is like the storyteller, but they're not actors. So let's have a look at that. Some plays have a narrator to help set the scene for the audience, but lots of plays don't. So the narrator's going to set the scene, so they prepare the audience for what's going to happen without giving away any clues about the play in particular. Okay, so you can see there once again, their stage directions can be given to any character, not just the one speaking. They are always written in present tense. So the narrator will read, Alice found herself in a strange room. Inside was a small table. On top of it sat a small, peculiar-looking bottle with a label on. And then, of course, the actors on stage would use the stage directions as an idea of what's happening. Alice looks around, confused, then goes over to the table and studies the bottle. Now, with some of the stage directions, it's not just that particular character who needs to know about the stage directions. It's helpful if Alice is going to interact with other characters, they need to know how Alice is going to act or behave based on the stage directions, because they have to work together. So they each need to know how the characters are going to behave and what they're going to do and what emotions they're supposed to be portraying. Right, this is your task. So can you find the play script features in the text here? So this will be your task for the day. So you've done the quiz, you'll do the spelling, and this will be your final task for the day. Okay, can you locate scene number and title? So when I say locate, find it, write it down. Can you find your second task is a setting description? Is there a setting description? Write it down. There are several in this play script, so select one. Speaker's name followed by a colon. So find the speaker's name with the colon, write down that speaker or character. Fourth, stage directions in brackets. So identify, find the stage directions, write them down. There's more than one group of stage directions, so you only need to write down one stage direction. And finally, speech without inverted commas. Can you find the speech without inverted commas? Remember, in a play script there are no inverted commas or speech marks, just the words the actors say. So find a line an actor says and write it down. And that is all you need to do for today. Tomorrow, don't forget, there's something special happening, but I'll mention it in a moment. When you complete, email your work to yr3@grange.arrow.sch.uk. I look forward to seeing your work. Now tomorrow, don't forget, there is no online learning. Tomorrow, there is going to be a virtual sports day. So good luck with your virtual sports day. Enjoy that day. There's no online learning, so have fun, take care, and be safe. Speak to you tomorrow. Bye for now. Not tomorrow, but Wednesday. Bye for now.